I look good?
No,
What do I do?
your hairline isn't straight.
Alright, so what's going on, guys? So today I'm going to be upgrading my carpet pythons. I'm going to be putting them out here. I'm going to change this out and do a door like I did for this enclosure. And yeah, I just want to cut this out and make a door. I got some of the mesh right here to make the door, so I need to go to Home Depot and get some 1x1s, some hinges, and a lock. Alright, let's get this shit sorted. Beautiful. Alright, so here's the door. Gotta put the mesh on it now. And I fixed it up a bit. I don't know if I was recording earlier, but it was a little bit, it had a hole on the bottom that was a little bit too big for my liking. I don't want these guys to be able to escape. So I think this one's gonna be much better. Like that. There's a little bit of a hole here, but this wood is in the way, so I don't think it's gonna be much of a problem. If anything, we're gonna have to take it apart again and try to make these a little bit longer. Alright, so now I'm screwing all of these things in, and Tank is helping me out, kinda. He's just stepping all over my work, but either way, doesn't really matter. I don't really care. What's up, buddy? I would finish a lot faster if you weren't in my way, you know that, right? Hey, but in this case, he actually is helping me out because he's holding the mesh down for me. So at least I don't have to worry about that. So he actually is helping me now. Before he was kind of just being in the way, but now I could use this to my advantage. And what isn't helping me now is recording this. All right, here we go. There we go. Good job, bud. Keep holding that down. Oh, now you don't want to hold it anymore? Now that I said it's a good thing? So you don't tip this over. All right, I'm gonna finish this and get back to you guys. All right, there we go. The door is finally in. It has a little bit of an error, which is that this screw right here pulls it up too much, so it bumps on the top when it goes to close, but it doesn't really matter because I push it down and it locks, and it just makes it a little bit stronger, so it's a little bit harder for the animal that's in here to pull it out. And yeah, it's just because of this screw, but I wanted to put it in so that this wood would be a little bit tighter at the back, so it's not really a big deal. It's fine like this, but there we go. It's nice in here. I got to clean all this up in here, take out all the trash, put some new mulch, and start decorating for these guys. All right, and for the carpet pythons, I'm going to use this big log, which is the other piece of the driftwood that I use for my pond. I was going to get some bird perches, kind of like the ones that I used in this enclosure, but there weren't any. But the pet shop didn't have any that were long enough for here, and the ones they did have were a bit overpriced, so I'm just gonna go with this one. This is where I'm gonna put them up, screw it in here, and these guys are in the way now. The only thing that kind of sucks is that the sun hits in this spot, so this is where all the sulcatas bask, and they poop all over this spot, but it's not that big a deal. Either way, this enclosure, by the way, I didn't mention it earlier, but this is gonna be super temporary, probably just for like a month or so, and it's not a bad enclosure. It's not because it's bad or anything, but I kind of want to make everything a little bit more efficient, so I'm going to redo this whole area and just make it all enclosures, and they're not going to be stacked most likely. They're probably just going to be single enclosures that it's going to be a little bit more customized for each species that I'm going to put in here. When I built this enclosure, I just built it and I didn't really think of what I was going to put in here. I just built it and then I started modifying it for whatever I had to put in here. So that's why I had to fix the door up when I already had the enclosure done and things like that. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot better in a few months. All right, let's try and screw this in right here. I'm gonna screw it in from the top just to be safe, and I think that should be good. I might add another one here for extra safety. but I think just one screw is more than enough. All right, I think I did that perfectly. I can't really see the screw, but oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, it went in great. Okay, yeah, this is super sturdy. It could even hold me up. All right, so there we go. And these guys are gonna be able to perch here. But for the other enclosure, I think that I'm gonna see if I could find the ones in that I showed you with the birds, because they're a little bit thinner and easier. But here they could at least coil up and just sit on top of it, and they'll be able to chill on here. I think this is pretty good enclosure. I'm gonna add some mulch, and yeah, so this is gonna be it for today. And I think I might add some more spots to that for them to hang on, like over there and stuff. And I need to get them their water bowl as well. All right, so the enclosure came out pretty nice. Like I said, this is gonna be a temporary enclosure, and probably the next couple of months I'm gonna be making another one, and I'm gonna add a lot more perches. But right now they at least have 2 or 3 areas that they could use to perch up. And yeah, so we got some tree decorations here. And what's better for decorating trees other than some arboreal snakes? And carpet pythons are like semi-arboreal snakes. They like to be on top of the trees, but they don't really need to be. That's why I like to offer a lot of both. They're not like the green tree pythons that they only like to be arboreal. They don't mind hides and stuff. Oh, speaking of hides, I also forgot I gotta bring them their hides that's inside. But let's get this guy in here. I've really wanted to get these guys outside so they could get some sunlight, some natural heat, the humidity, everything's perfect for them here. And these are some beautiful snakes, and they're very tame. I was doing some photo shoots with them the other day. If you guys want to see the photos, you're gonna have to check out my Instagram. I don't have the pictures yet, but with some IG model, and they behave perfectly with the strangers, so very proud of these two. All right, this is the male right here. What you getting so mad for, huh? And these guys I just fed yesterday. You can see their bellies are pretty full right here. There's a big old rat right here. Let's get this guy in here. And they're tame, so they're not gonna be regurgitating their food or anything like that. They're gonna be chilling unless I start like handling them like too much and moving them a lot. But they're the carpet pythons. I'll come and check up on them in a couple minutes. All right, so we got the male carpet python basking over here. The female's back there in the shade. Bonnie's over there getting a little bit of sun as well. Clyde's over here getting sun. They're all getting sun right now. Rex, all doing good, getting a little bit of sunlight. What's up, buddy? I already fed these guys today. Fed the sulcatas and everything. This one ate yesterday, so I'm not gonna feed him today. And look at that belly. Look how chunky he is. This guy's a really good lizard. I love Rex. What's up, buddy? Yeah, he's a great lizard. To be honest, all my monitors behave pretty well. The black tree monitor is the only one that's a little bit skittish, but those guys don't bite, they don't scratch or anything, so they're chilling. They're pretty good lizards. And Rex, I like Rex. I could just have him outside walking around, and he's gonna just chill around here. He's not gonna run away or anything. Raptor would run away though. All right, let's close this up. Watch out, bud. All right, so I have their water bowls right here, but I'm not going to give them any water bowls because now it's winter time and I don't want them getting in the water. And look at this tank. What are you doing, dude? You're not in the right position at all. What a rookie. But anyways, yeah, I don't want to give them water. As you can see, I have all the water bowls dry right now, and I took theirs out actually. But the reason is because the water gets cold and I don't want these animals to get into the water. You guys are doing great. So what I do to give them water now is I just soak them in the sunlight a little bit so that they could drink water if they need to. And I'm doing that with all the animals because I don't want the water to sit and get cold and they get into it and they could get sick. They could get a respiratory infection. What you look so mad for, huh? That's the new enclosure for now. Like I said, this is going to be very temporary. Right now it's the off season, so I'm not really making too much money. I just make money from YouTube, which is about $400 a month. That's how I keep all the animals. Like I just feed all the animals and do minor improvements to the enclosures. But when I start getting more money again in a few months, I'm gonna build enclosures all around this. I'm gonna take away that enclosure because I'm not really using it right now. All I have in it right now is just a small sulcata that's right there that I'm not gonna be keeping. If you guys want that sulcata, you can get it on shadowsreptiles.com/shop. The only thing is, this was a rescue and it was attacked by a dog. So you can see the shell's a little bit messed up, but he's been healed already for over a year and he's doing great. But you can see a little bit of scarring there. The eyes are perfect, as you can see. Perfect. He's been eating great. And yeah, he's overall doing really good here. I like to keep these animals outside. I feel like they do better here in Florida, at least. Obviously in colder states you can't keep them outdoors, and those guys get as big as these, so make sure you know what you're doing. I don't know what Tink's doing. He's not even mating, he's just standing on top of her, but you can see these guys get massive. Here's a size 10 shoe in comparison to them, so you gotta think about getting them before actually buying them. But yeah, as you guys know, I make most of my money by breeding the animals, like the sulcatas, the redfoots, and all that. And right now it's not a hatching season. Right now it's breeding season, so they're all laying eggs and all that. So I don't have the money to make the enclosure, especially that my car recently broke down, so I had to get a new one. And that really had, I just ran out of funds at that point. So I don't have any money to spend right now on a big project like this, because this is probably going to cost me a couple $1,000s to do all the enclosures, because I plan on taking out I'm going to be putting the Cuban rock iguanas, the carpet pythons, the savanna monitor, the water monitors that are inside, the rhino iguanas, and I just want to bring everything outdoors for the summer. So that's my plan. If you guys want to help me out, you guys can check out shadowsreptiles.com. You could buy some merch, or and by merch I mean like hoodies and things like that. I don't have any live animals right now. I don't want to be shipping when it's cold, so I mean you could get them, but I'm not going to be shipping them until it warms up a little bit. And you could also donate something if you want to through the rescue page. I'm gonna be trying to make some subscription types of things for you guys, so that you could maybe get like content in advance, maybe get some extra entries and giveaways and things like that. So if you guys have any ideas for a subscription that I could do, I'm thinking of doing like a $1, $5, and $10 tier. Let me know what I should give. One thing that I've been thinking about doing is giving like the people that do it early access to all like the merch, the tortoises, and all the animals that I have. That way those people could get the heads up before all the other people do, like all my other subscribers. And that way it keeps it a little bit more organized for when you're interested in getting an animal, because right now they go pretty fast, you know, since I have a lot of people on Instagram and on TikTok that are trying to buy them. But yeah, so if you guys want to go support that, make sure you check out shadowsreptiles.com. Link's going to be in the description. And if you guys liked the video, make sure you leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications, and have a great day. It looks like somebody escaped. I don't know how. Hey, what are you doing out here? Didn't I close the door? Get out of here. Yeah, she's right here. Come here. Come here, Grace. Come here. Come here. What's up, girl? As soon as she realizes there's no food involved, she's like, I'ma head out.